Happy Victory Monday once again, everybody. The Eagles are 6-2 heading into their bye week. Let's talk about it. Welcome in, everybody, back to 609 Sports Talk episode number 69 for October the 27th, 2025. As always, you guys know the deal. We're live on Facebook, live over on YouTube. If you can't catch us live, every Tuesday these episodes drop on Spotify, or you can go back on YouTube and rewatch us as well. It's okay there too. If you want to rewatch us on Facebook, you got to do it in about 3 weeks before they delete this. But anyway, that's another story for another day. As always, we are the show that unites fans, ignites debate, and as always, we are your hosts, Samuel Nelson, Tyler Adams. Tyler, how are we doing tonight?
Oh, just celebrating another Victory Monday, preparing for Monday Night Football. Don't even know who we got playing tonight.
We've got Commanders and Chiefs.
Well, it looks like I'm not watching.
I just thought about something. When we come back off the bye week, we are on Monday Night Football. We're going to have to live react to it in the game.
Oh, man.
That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be fun. Chat's already blowing up. What's up, Carol? Happy Victory Monday.
What's going on, Dustin?
What's up, Dustin? Dustin's live from the Bulls game right now, just so we know. Caught that. He messaged that to me about maybe a half hour before I hopped in studio. I'm like, well, nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, look, let's just jump right into it. We are a little late tonight. We apologize, even though I feel like we're late every night. But we were one of us was experiencing technical difficulties, so we apologize for that. But anyway, we are here now. And Tyler, yesterday, are you not satisfied? And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody. Tyler, yesterday, the Eagles' offense finally came to life, racking up 278 rushing yards against the New York Giants. Jalen Hurts threw for 4 passing touchdowns. Saquon Barkley ran for $150. Yes, the groin is okay. If the game was in the balance, he would have came back in. He said it right after the game. Yeah. Tank Bigsby went off for over 100 yards. Devontae Smith had 80 yards. The Eagles' defense had 5 sacks en route to a 38-20 victory over the New York Giants to improve to 6-2 heading into their bye week. Now, before we get to our thoughts on the game, Tyler and I'm sure, we would love to send our thoughts and prayers to Giants running back Cam Skattebo. We hope he makes a full recovery from that ankle injury. That is a absolutely brutal injury. I feel so sorry that happened to him. He's one of the NFL's bright and most exciting young players within, a few months of being in the league?
Yeah.
So we hope Cam, hopefully a full recovery, and cannot wait to see him back on the football field soon. But anyway, Tyler, before we get into this, the chat's going up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where I don't know where to go with all this.
This is what happens when the Eagles are rolling.
Mike, no wrong in that statement.
Yeah, college football is fun this year, Mike.
College football is fun because it's more like pro football now. People don't want to admit that. Let me see real quick. Dustin said, go figure, J.J. McCarthy plays 2 games and gets hurt. Then they use Carson Wentz as a sacrificial lamb. He gets murdered in 5 games, and now he's done for the season. Yep, he is done for the year. He did suffer a shoulder injury that ended his season. I'm very sad.
Can I interest you in the Justin Jefferson trade?
You don't want to do that.
Oh, I think I do.
Carroll, I'm just saying this. Tank Bigsby, if I was the Giants, I would have fired my defensive coordinator on the sideline.
Whoa, wait. I just want to say, this is the Tank Bigsby that last year in Jacksonville, I thought could take the number one running back job because I still believe he's a better runner than Etienne. Etienne just a better dual threat back.
No argument.
We got a borderline running back one in a poor man's offense. I'll say in a poor man's offense.
You have somebody that legitimately can give Saquon Barkley rest.
Yes.
And look, I understand this may come across as something. A.J. Dillon's getting cut by the time we play again.
Oh, he's done.
Will Shipley has shown me nothing more than he's a kick specialist, if even he's that. Bigsby's on a rookie contract. They already put more money into Saquon's deal, giving him 2 extra years. I'm okay with giving Tank a nice little 2-year extension.
Yeah.
Because he is someone who, again, he can come in, he can actually take pressure off of Saquon Barkley. Do we know that the Eagles put that game away without Tank Bigsby? Because Saquon, he did get hurt.
Yeah. And that one big run that Bigsby had to get us out of that. What were we at? Second and 31.
Second and 31.
Second and 31. We took a 21-yard sack, which was horrible. But hey, if that's my only complaint from the whole game, I'm cool with that. Because Tank Bigsby saved the day and busted off like a 30-yard run after that. But you're right. If he doesn't make that, if he doesn't pick up that first down, let's just say he runs that football, he gets 5 yards. We're at a 3rd and long. We're punting the ball. Just admit it. What happens from there? That definitely doesn't deflate the Giants. That gives them some momentum.
That sack should have gave them all the momentum.
And a lot of credit, not just to Saquon Barkley and to Tank Bigsby. There's a group of guys that paved the way. And they had what looked like their best game together without Juergens. At least running the football. There were still some pressures on Jalen. He was getting moved around in the pocket, got sacked a few times. But running the football, they looked really good. They looked like they were working as one unit. And you just saw it off the early 60-something yard Saquon touchdown run. And then you continue to see it through the rest of the night. Saquon getting big gain after big gain. Tank Bigsby coming in, having a lot of success running behind them. And they are a huge part to the success in that game yesterday.
Yeah, breaking news. Even though this was 12 minutes ago and I forgot to read it, we have breaking news. Broncos cornerback Pat Surtain suffered a pec strain in the win over the Cowboys.
Uh-oh.
Potential candidate to be placed on injured reserve. So, tough blow to that Broncos defense.
That's tough.
Oh, and by the way, to all my NBA fans that are not Mavericks fans, you have rookies. I have VJ Edgecombe. I hope you have a great night. He's got 9 points in freaking 8 minutes. But anyway.
Wow.
Before we continue to go through this game, let me get this chat going here. They are going crazy tonight. Dustin said Scadaboo was seen walking out of the hospital today and is planning on starting his rehab Friday. The dude is a psycho and built differently. He legit tried to get up and walk off the field. He did. Carol is referring back to the Carson Wentz thing about him suffering that injury. Yeah, Carol, at this point, I don't know what Carson has left.
It's time.
Maybe the guy I cry about when he retires. I may cry. Just a little tear. What's up, Clint?
What's up, Clint?
Clint said, I always like college football better than the NFL. No disagreements in some of those.
Getting to Dustin's comment. Dustin, I was referring to fantasy football. I'm trying to deal off Jettas before the trade deadline because I'm starting to see a little value drop with McCarthy coming back. Now, it's not going to be as bad as watching Jake Browning try to throw the football at Jamar Chase. It won't be that bad. But Jefferson didn't look too good in the first couple games. That offense didn't look too good. So it worries me a little bit. Just a little. But no, Vikings, no. Never trade Jefferson.
Be the single-handed most dumbest thing I think I'd ever see.
Dustin did also say that they announced Hawkinson's on the block. That's kind of surprising. Or maybe not, because they really haven't utilized him in their passing game this year.
You think a tight end would be a young quarterback's best friend.
Yeah, well, not McCarthy's. It's not.
I guess I must be crazy then. Clint said he thinks Addison will be the one receiver that gets dealt along with Olave. I could see either of those Saints wide receivers getting traded.
Yeah.
Definitely a good shot. I think Shaheed's more of a chance to get cut. I mean traded.
I was going to say cut. Damn. They get something.
No, my bad. More breaking news. Free agent wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling has signed with the Steelers.
I was going to actually make the joke. He was going to sign with the Steelers. But of course, that's where he went. He followed his best friend.
His best friend?
His best friend. Aaron Rodgers. I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if they don't have a timeshare together.
A timeshare together? Are you kidding me? We're doing the timeshare stuff now. What are you doing tonight?
Just being realistic.
You're being something. Dustin did bring up that Jefferson did not practice much with McCarthy throughout the summer due to a hamstring injury. That is true. The all-season chemistry with some of this stuff, people don't take that into consideration.
Yeah, and the fact that he is still a first-year quarterback.
Also true. And then Dustin said it's not that they haven't utilized Hawk. He hasn't been the same player since the torn ACL. His first 16 games as a Viking, he had 1,245 yards and 13 touchdowns. Last 14, 605 and 2 scores.
Yeah. I was really hoping for a bounce back year from him, but it's not happening.
Oh, yeah, Dustin, I also forgot that Tyler Lockett went to the Raiders today. Pete Carroll bringing the band back together.
What is he hoping that Geno throws a few less interceptions with Tyler Lockett in there?
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But anyway, Tyler, let's get back on the birds here for a minute here. How are you feeling?
Well, first, I'm shocked Smitty only had 84 yards. I feel like I saw him catch every pass yesterday.
Yeah, Smitty was great yesterday.
He was. All the big moments you needed him in. I mean, man, where do you start? Again, defensive side of the ball, they played a really great game. They did a much better job of containing Jackson Dart from scrambling, using his legs. I was impressed a lot by Jalix Hunt to use some of his acceleration and speed to get after him and make a couple of big stops. And man, the impact that Jalen Carter and Quinyon Mitchell have on that defense, it was just night and day. Because up until Scadaboo got hurt, he wasn't running the ball that well against them. The offense in general was not moving the ball well against them.
Point. Also, by the way, Giants fans, look, we're going to agree with you all that yesterday's officiating was god-awful. Okay?
It was awful on both sides.
It was. I'll be the first one to admit that. But stop telling me that Darius Slayton did not push off of Quinyon Mitchell, okay?
Yeah. He 100% pushed off on him.
It's the most blatant offensive PI I've ever seen.
Oh, and also for all the Giants fans who are crying, saying that it was Zach Bond did a hip drop tackle, and that's what
That
broke Scadaboo's ankle. That's not anywhere close to the definition of a hip drop tackle. He was diving at the ball to make a play on it, and football happened.
how do you do a hip drop tackle when you're in coverage?
Yeah, exactly. It's just all the idiots that just want to look for something to cling to. Like, yes, this is football. Injuries happen. Gruesome injuries can happen.
Yeah. It's like when you sign. This is what happens when you sign up for football. This stuff happens.
And trust me, Cam Scadaboo 100% knows what the game of football is about. He's a madman.
No, as Dustin said, he's a psychopath.
Yes.
The man's actually a psychopath. Dustin, I have no disagreement with this right now.
Yeah, no argument for me.
We'll be
name a player that's been more impactful to his team.
a good question, Mike. Has that any NFL players been called involved in any of this?
Not yet, from what I've heard.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
But once again, when it comes to the hip drop tackle, they don't know what the rule is. The NFL doesn't know what the rule is. So guess what? They don't call it because they don't know how to call it.
Yeah.
But Tyler, a few minutes ago, you brought up the five guys up front. And I want to shout them boys out. Easily the best that Landon Dickerson has looked all year. I think that's easily the first two plays of the game you saw. This was easily the best Landon Dickerson's looked.
Oh, yeah.
Brett Toth, I got to give a little shout out, man. He played really well.
He did.
Played really well yesterday. And that's not an easy defensive line you're going against. You're going against Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. You're going against a lot there. So,
you know what really threw me off at one point in the game? When they threw a flag and they tried to make a call of an illegal formation, I think on Mailata. And then ultimately they discussed it. First off, the referee's explanation made no sense at all. I was just sitting at the TV screen confused as hell. And then he comes back out and makes a correction. He's like, oh, it's actually a penalty on the defense. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
I'm still trying to find the freaking... I'm trying to find the whistle from the Jake Elliott field
from
goal.
The Jake, yeah. Like I said, the whole game, both sides, the officiating was terrible. Even if the refs did a perfect job officiating both sides of the game, the Eagles still would have won. But man, it was bad, very bad.
And I gotta say, even that tush push, I'm sorry, I think that's a fumble.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a fumble.
They didn't whistle before the ball came out.
No,
so
that's a fumble.
That shocked me. Obviously, as an Eagles fan watching the game,
of course, yeah, I'm not upset, but that's a fumble.
Yeah, that's a fumble because how is forward progression stopped when the whistle isn't blown yet? I can see if they blew the whistle and then the ball came out. Okay, that makes sense. They blew the play dead. The whistle didn't blow until after it was ripped out. So, and it sucks because they ruled forward progression, so Dable couldn't challenge anything. He ended up wasting a challenge on if the ball
He's like, you know what? I'm challenging it anyway.
He was like, you know what? You're telling me I can't challenge anything? I'm doing it anyway. Screw it. Take my time out.
I can't challenge it? Good. I'm wasting everyone else's time.
Basically.
Brian Dable, I am surprised, did not need to go to a local Philly hospital with Cam Scadaboo yesterday.
No, Jackson Dart wasn't in the ambulance, so he didn't need to attend.
Oh, my God. Now, Dustin, here's the thing, right? I understand that, yes, they have Saquon in their backfield. They've been trying to get him established the entire season. The offensive line has not been good. Every game so far that they have played, that the starting five have never, they have been bad. They've been bad all year. They've been inconsistent. Yeah. And this is what they needed to do. They had to come out and establish themselves. Those five guys matter more. I'm going to say something really that's going to really ruffle some feathers. Those five up front are more important than 26.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Because I watched them make DeAndre Swift look like a Pro Bowler.
They just had Tank Bigsby doing yesterday.
Yeah, they got Tank Bigsby 100 yards, and he didn't even start the game.
First time the Eagles have had two 100-yard rushers in a game since 2013.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, that would have been McCoy and Bryce Brown?
They said Bryce Brown, yep. Mm-hmm. I would have never known if I didn't hear them say it yesterday.
My, how far we have come.
Bryce Brown.
Oh, okay, Orlando. Not only since Nakobe Dean has come back, that's been better. Their physicality looks better.
Yeah.
They look like a more physical football team now that Nakobe Dean is back, which, by the way, anybody see my first round pick yesterday? Yeah, you wouldn't have. He played 21 snaps.
Wow. Any reasoning for that?
I mean, he hasn't looked great over the past few weeks. I mean, look, he's a rookie. They're going to go through their problems.
And with how well Dean and Bond played last year up until on that road to the Super Bowl, you knew it was a matter of time before you saw more Dean once he came back fully healthy. Yes, we're still going to see Jahad Campbell. Fangio will find ways to use him, but you got to utilize Dean.
Yeah, you can't just have him sit there.
Yeah.
The guy had over 100.
Please, Fangio, we have 3 coverage middle linebackers, and I still had to watch Patrick freaking Johnson going out in man coverage on Cam Scatterbo. What the hell is happening?
Now, that's where I would have, if you're going to have to bounce an edge rusher in coverage, you might as well just put Campbell out there at that point. I will agree. That play I had disgust with. It was disgusting. I didn't like it at all. The design wasn't good. The concept sucked. Why they decided to put Patrick Johnson out there. But again, they're so thin at edge. This is what you have to deal with. Now, reinforcement should be on the way. Hopefully, Ojulari is back by after the bye. You should be getting Nolan Smith back after the bye. You're going to get BG as well. So that's going to be 3 guys coming right back. Which makes you wonder if they get all these guys back, are they actually going to need to trade for one?
Maybe not, because obviously Nolan Smith, huge void that's been left on this team since earlier in the year.
Absolutely. Jalen Hunt looks like it's starting to look promising again. He's starting to put it together.
He is. So honestly, getting all them guys back, getting this team healthier, I mean, they might be ready to run it after the bye week.
Well, we're going to run it. And I mean, look, like we said, Jalix has looked good. Josh Uche has played very well this year. Once again, they are not designed to have somebody. There is no Myles Garrett on this team. There is no TJ Watt. Actually, no, some of our guys may have been better this week than TJ Watt. But anyway, we don't have guys like that. They prioritize all the pressure. They want to collapse the pocket. How Fangio wants this ran, he wants to collapse the pocket in the interior and set the edge and keep the quarterback contained. They rely heavily on interior defensive line pressure. And notice, all 3 had a sack yesterday. Carter had a sack. Davis had a sack. By the way, it's a new career high. Ajomo had a sack. He leads the team with 4. That is where I can make the case they may trade for a defensive tackle, and I wouldn't even care. Because I'll tell you right now, I got some receipts for some of you people. You're a little bit included in that.
Oh, let me hear this.
Oh, no, we'll get to that. We're going to get to that in a second. Let's get to these comments real quick. The chat's going crazy. We got everybody in here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Clint said most consistent thing in Wisconsin is that fire Luke Fickell chat, waiting for them to. Oh my God!
Oh my
We're firing more coaches. Hey, everyone's getting fired. What's up to our friends over at the 302 Birds? I'm sure that's Dalton.
Guys.
Dalton, hope all is well, my brother. Birds are playing well. Life is good. We get back to these comments. I can make a book off of Dustin's paragraph comments tonight. I love it. Dustin said, you know what else is terrible this weekend? Watching the Cowboys try to claim as a defense, doing work and making Bo Nix look like freaking Prime Peyton Manning. Dustin, they traded their best defensive player a week before the season, and they've decided to make Matt Eberflus their defensive coordinator. You're begging for trouble.
Yep. Oh, new
Cynthia, I think we were all. Look at a new commenter. Be quiet.
Yes,
but no, I'm
very impressed with Tank.
As we all should. I mean, again, this is the same Tank Bigsby that ran for 800 yards last year in Jacksonville when Travis Etienne was banged up.
Oh yeah, and I told her the same thing too. I was like, well, he was a number one running back at one point, and then the Jags just thought that Etienne was the better option, which I guess for their offense this year with Cohen, yeah, it seems like he fits better.
Yeah, I agree. 100% I agree. And look, we brought him here, and the guy was supposed to be labeled as a kickoff specialist, and he wasn't good at that. And I'm sitting here like, why am I watching A.J. Dillon still play for my team?
Yeah.
I said this for 3 straight weeks. I'm like, Tank Bigsby can run the football. Why are we not using Tank in the run game? And then they did, and look what happened.
There might have been a point last week or two ago when I think a couple weeks ago when we lost to the Giants. He said Tank Bigsby stinks.
Well, when you're muffing kickoffs, yeah.
Yeah, well, thankfully they took him off of the kickoffs. And then who's that guy back there now?
That's the guy Gibson. Gibson, he was on the Jets week 1.
Oh, okay. So I was like, wait, that's a new name and a new number. Haven't seen him before.
They've had him for like 4 weeks. They just haven't played him.
Well, there you go. They found their new return man. So all is well. It's our new.
Oh yeah, they've committed to him and Shipley as the kickoff specials, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dustin said, ask Adrian Peterson what a good offensive line looks like. He went from rushing for 2,000 yards to barely hitting 1,000 the next few years. Yeah, exactly. And that has been what the problem has been this entire time. Those 5 guys have not been good. And it's not to the Cam has not been good. Now, I know he got hurt against Minnesota, but before that, he was healthy. He wasn't looking good. Mailata's even had some inconsistencies early this year. We know Land. I can't get on Dickerson as much because he is literally battling. He's got a back injury. He's got the ankle injury. He's got the knee surgery that he's battling back from. Lane's had the shoulder injury for a lot of the first few weeks. Steen's been okay. I mean, he's not Mekhi Becton in terms of physicality, but he's not bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's continue our comments here. What's up, Pespo? Oh, Carol, it's always fun to laugh at the Cowboys. No, Dustin, you're fine, brother. I love it. Gives me something to read. That's supposed to tank in a 4th for Devon Achane. Really?
I don't know about that, man. I like Tank.
Oh, yeah, but Achane and Barkley, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, Achane and his injury history is kind of scary, too.
Yeah, Achane gets like 20 touchdowns a year, bud.
When did he ever get 20 touchdowns in a year?
Feels like he does. I feel like every game he gets 2. The guy literally will have 40 all-purpose yards, but will have 2 touchdowns. I swear to God. But yeah, he's on the Dolphins, dude. Imagine putting him behind this offensive line.
Yeah.
But no, I got a couple of receipts here. Because I don't have receipts as in I was right, you were wrong. And it's not just pointing at you. I want to make sure you're aware of this. This is not just pointing at you. It's almost like what I tell you guys when there's a bigger picture to something, but all you guys want to look at is the first guy to blame. Yeah. Offensive coordinator, not a big problem now, though, huh? 38 points without his best, probably without his minimum second best offensive player.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. You know, I try to give a large sample size before I lean towards the I hate you side or I love you side.
No, I'm not trying to prove that Kevin Patullo is a good offensive coordinator. All I'm trying to tell you is I've been telling you guys for 4 to 5 weeks what Kevin Patullo does doesn't matter unless the 5 fat boys up front do their job. If that offensive line plays to its potential, you are not saying 2 words about Kevin Patullo for the entire first half of the season. That's been the bigger problem. Blame Kevin Patullo all you want for the play calling. The offensive line has not been good up until the past couple of weeks. And it's almost like when they got going, the run game got going, the pass game got going. It's almost like the offensive line was the bigger issue than Kevin Patullo. I only said that for about 6 weeks. And then, the past 2 to 3 weeks, I keep having to hear all these people. Makuba stinks. Ringo stinks. They look pretty good on Sunday, too. Could it be because they didn't have to cover for 10 seconds? Because the defensive line finally decided to wake up?
Yeah, which also, again, like I told you, and you said this the first time we played the Giants, Jalen Carter shouldn't matter. One guy shouldn't matter. Sam, one guy does matter. A lot. Because he makes everyone else up on that line better. He makes everyone else's job on that line easier when he's on the field.
No disagreement. But it's not just that. I've had to hear, first of all, how does Andrew Makuba stink after 8 career games?
He doesn't. Does he have his lapses in coverage during games? Yes. So do a lot of other players that are still starters. And some of them aren't even rookies. Some of them are seasoned veterans.
And everybody wants to bring back the guy right now that can't even get on an NFL roster.
Makuba still leads our team in the receptions, so there is that.
Yeah, and he's not. Is he great in coverage? No. Is he poor at tackling in a lot of instances? Yes. You knew this when he was at Texas, but you know what else he does? What he does well? He takes away the football.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
I know we got to catch up to some comments, but I just got to say real quick, Orlando, we're getting there. Hang on.
Oh, I got text from a certain somebody that someone's sibling was pissed off he only threw for 180 yards yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Dustin, apparently the offensive line had a big meeting on Saturday, and apparently Fred Johnson was was speaking up a lot in the meeting. Which actually, I got something for you there.
Oh, do you?
Okay. I got something really good here for you. So, as we all know as Eagle fans, the one person we can agree that stinks on this team is Grant Calcaterra. He couldn't block my goddaughter. So, Fred Johnson was on the field for 12 of the Eagles' 33 rushing attempts.
Yeah, jumbo package.
They were using the jumbo package instead of the 12 personnel 2 tight end set. Strictly again, Tyler, because Grant Calcaterra stinks.
Yeah, because at this point, it's either if you have Calcaterra out there in a 2 tight end set, they're probably going to go for a pass because they're not going to trust him to block the run. And if they are stupid enough to run the ball, especially to his side, the play is going to die. But ever since they started throwing out Big Fred on those jumbo packages, oh man, the teams know they're going to run the football, but it don't matter.
I have numbers. Do you want to hear that number real quick from where I was at?
No, Sam, I don't want to hear it.
So they ran that jumbo package, 12 out of 33 rushes. The Eagles rushed for 129 yards on those 12 plays.
Ooh.
On those jumbo packages. 12 rushes for 129 yards. That's unfreaking real.
Well, it seems like they're starting to figure some things out here.
Yes.
At the right time.
And who gets credit for that? The players? Because I'd hear people. First of all, do you know how easy it is just to say that, oh, you're coming into the season with the same offense, but now you're coming in with a rookie OC? I don't care if you have T.O., Randy Moss, and frickin' Emmitt Smith on your team. A rookie OC is going to struggle at times. It happens. But you can't just keep going back. I have seen Kevin Patullo improve more over the past 2 weeks than I saw Brian Johnson in an entire season. I've seen Kevin Patullo make adjustments more in game than Brian Johnson ever did. I'm not saying Kevin Patullo is perfect, but guess what? Instead of being these people that just say, well, oh, fire Patullo, we want Patullo fired. You want Jalen Hurts to have another new play caller? Wouldn't you rather not let him? We still have to see what happens. Wouldn't you rather see if Patullo can develop into an OC? So maybe, just maybe, you have a year or two where Jalen has the same play caller so he doesn't have to continue this?
Of course. That's always the goal.
Let me ask you this one real quick. Let me ask you this one. How many touchdown passes does Jalen Hurts have?
This year? Am I allowed to look it up?
Yes, you could. You're 100%.
All right. 15 passing.
How many did they have last year?
1 second. 18 passing.
What's his career high?
23.
So he's already 8 away from his career high.
Yep.
That's pretty damn impressive for an offensive coordinator for me.
Yeah. Hey, you got no arguments for me. And I mean, only one interception on the year, too. A 15-1 ratio. I could try to find a better ratio than that, but I probably won't.
Yeah. So, what did Orlando ask earlier? Orlando asked us something.
Where's Hurts' respect at? He's throwing the ball 7 touchdowns, 0 picks last 2 games.
You know, Orlando, you're right. He's had a very impressive. I mean, look at this. This is Jalen Hurts so far this year. Look at that. 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's really impressive.
Yeah. Not to mention completion percentage, 70%. Currently his highest of his career thus far.
Oh, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
For all the people that talk about Jalen Hurts can't do that, right? Let me just refresh the page. That is Jalen Hurts' numbers so far this year. For where they started as an offense, where he had no passing touchdowns through the first 2 weeks. That's pretty impressive. But, Tyler, what will be the national headline will be what?
He didn't throw for 200 yards.
Really? What's this?
Oh, man.
So,
Sam,
funny.
You're hurting people's brains. Take it away.
No. So, for the people that say Jalen Hurts can't throw the football, he's got more passing yards than Josh Allen, more touchdown passes than Josh Allen, less interceptions than Josh Allen, and a better QBR than Josh Allen. Well, damn, I must be mistaken.
Probably more rushing touchdowns, too.
So, Orlando, I hope you're still watching. There's his love. Because we'll keep it real here.
And for me, I always show him love every week. Even when people try to trash on him. I try and look at the bright sides.
And let's look at this as well. Let's look at Pat Mahomes. Now, Pat Mahomes does have one thing up on him. He has 1,800 yards. So he's got more yards. 14 touchdowns to 2 picks. And he's completing 66% of his passes. Tyler, do me a favor. Can you bring up Jalen Hurts' passer rating? Not his QBR, just his strict passer rating.
Passer rating. I think I can. So
I can bring it up
for this year. I have
yes.
114.
Huh. Well, Mahomes is a 102.9. Josh Allen's 103. Here, let's go for giggles. Justin Herbert's 97. Hey, you know what? What's one more?
Joe Flacco.
Dak 101. What else do I got to do here? Should I keep going?
Sam, you can go forever and ever, but it's not going to change people's minds. For some reason, not everyone will fully be able to respect Jalen Hurts. That's okay. Because I'll take the guy who can come up in clutch moments, win the big games, get us to a Super Bowl, got us to 2 Super Bowls, won a Super Bowl.
You can blame Mike for this.
With that guy.
You can blame Mike for the next one.
Oh, he wants to hear Bo Nix?
That's no, he good. Bo Nix's passer rating is 91, and he's only got a 63% completion percentage.
Ooh.
Now, he does have more yards than Jalen. 15 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yeah. Let's hear Geno.
Now, Geno has 2 passer. He has a completion percentage and a completion percentage to the other team.
To the other team. I saw that stat.
77.1 rating. George, we're not playing crappy teams. We're not playing bad teams. So far, we played the Bucks, the Rams, Chiefs, the Broncos. Yes, we lost that game, but still.
It was a close loss.
Yeah. Could have won the game, but... Wait, where was that? Where was that one that Dustin put up? I wanted to put this up here real quick from earlier. He said, fun stat of the day. Justin Fields has gone 167 passes without a pick. This is the most passes without a pick this season. That's crazy.
You saw the Jets win the Super Bowl yesterday? I mean, first game of the season. Sorry.
Ooh. Hey, shout out the Jets, though. But no, at the end of each day, we're going to have this conversation 1,000 times, and we're going to have it 1,000 times more. You can continue to tell me what my quarterback can't do, and then I'm going to politely come on here and tell you what he does do and what he does well. And when he does well, he wins football games. What you saw yesterday. Thank you, Carol. Carol.
Yeah, Carol. That's right.
Let's go, man.
Put Georgie in his place.
That still proves my point, though. You can't say that about the Eagles. We haven't played a bunch of bad teams.
Yeah. And I mean, this many games through in the season, you're going to have a majority of good teams that you've played.
Hold on, Mike. Is it Friday night already?
Are they gonna win out the rest of the season and then get a wild card and run the table? Oh, he's tiny.
He's a squid. He's a midget.
He looks like a high schooler.
But no, if anything that we learned about the Eagles, that they can still be that team that we saw last year that can run. For anybody that's upset with how Jalen Hurts threw for 179 yards, cool. He's 15 for 20 with 4 passing touchdowns. And then there goes another thing that I don't think we're talking about enough. People really, I texted you guys. Attaboy, Mikey. I'm glad you got where I was going with that. But I texted you this yesterday, Tyler. Dallas Goedert has been one of the most underappreciated tight ends in the NFL since he entered the league. We've both said this. How no offensive coach that we've had since he's been in the NFL has utilized him as a top red zone target. It's amazing how they have it. Kevin Patullo has done a great job with him this year in the red zone. Not to mention, do you know the Eagles have scored a touchdown on 85% of their red zone trips this season?
They're converting at a really high percentage. It's great to see.
So again, this is my point. And you know, it's not like these certain situations where you're like, well, Matt Nagy's the offensive coordinator, but Andy Reid's calling the plays. That's not the situation here. Nick doesn't call the plays. So for all these people that, you know, God, you would think Kevin Patullo is the worst offensive coordinator in all football. He actually has done a decent job. They're great in the red zone. Dallas Goedert's a weapon in the red zone. They are still trying to figure out how to get the football to everybody. But I'll tell you right now, and I didn't want to bring this up on the show, but I'm going to. Jalen looks like a better passer and a more fluid passer, a quicker passer, and a more confident passer.
Without A.J. Brown.
Yes!
Just say it. I wanted to say, I was getting there. I would have said it eventually. I'm glad you decided to say it first.
They have gotten blown out every week by teams. It didn't matter who they played when he hasn't played. Now they look like a more fluid offense. I'm not saying this. Look, it is not going to happen at the trade deadline. So stop that right now. Because to do something like this, you have to have a replacement. I'm not ruling out something happening after the season. I'm not. But the offense looked great yesterday. The pass game, did it look perfect? No, but I mean, AJ's still important. I'm not saying he's not important.
Yeah. But it's just like it removes the factor of, are they going to decide to just force the ball to him on this drive? Just removing that aspect from it. Like you said, AJ Brown, he's still an important factor of the offense. He makes them more dangerous. But I feel like when he's not out there, the options flow more. And I feel like they're not trying to force him the ball. Whether it be if Patullo's trying to draw up a play to get the ball in his hands, or if Hurts is like, okay, I got to get him the ball.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't want to come on here and crush A.J. Brown. I love A.J. But let's be completely honest. He has not made this season easy.
And, I hope he gets the rest that he needs, because I still don't feel like he was 100% at all this year. I don't think there was a single game he played in where he was 100%.
The healthiest he looked was 2 weeks ago against Minnesota.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Aside from the Rams game. I think the Rams game, he looked the healthiest.
Yeah. And it's not like this is a new injury. He had the hamstring issue in the summer. We know it.
Yeah.
But but again, it goes back to last Monday. Comes off the game, 4 catches, $120, 2 touchdowns, the game-stealing catch. First thing that comes to his mind, let me go on Instagram and put using me, but not using me. Like,
maybe A.J. Brown wants to be a poet.
I hope he does. Maybe he can go find some common sense as a poet, because I'm like, dude, if that is how I'm taking it as, dude, you can't have the entire offense run around you.
Yeah. Like, what is he trying to say? If he had 8 catches, he would have had over 200 yards. Is that what he wants?
We're not built that way. You know why the offense looked better? Now, can we agree? I think the offense in Minnesota looked great. It's just the Vikings did a great job at stopping the run. Do you know why their offense looked more fluent yesterday than it did in Minnesota?
They actually ran Smitty across the middle of the field.
No, because they finally got their identity back. When they are running the football that effectively, because you knew the run game was going to get going eventually. It's too potent not to. Saquon Barkley is too good of a player to not break one here or there. And finally, you saw that. When the run game is the main key of attack, this is how the offense works. Orlando, he should have a clause in his next contract. You must deactivate all social medias till the season's over.
You have to get permission to post.
You got to have a guy run your socials like Jalen Hurts. No, you know Jalen doesn't run his socials, right?
I mean, I kind of figured he hates talking.
Psychopath. Could you imagine if Jalen Hurts and Cam Scatterbo were ever teammates? They're two completely different people.
I feel like they would hate each other.
You mean like AJ and Jalen hate each other, apparently?
Oh, God.
But now, Tyler, we're at the bye week, 6-2. Let's get these guys healthy, and let's get ready for the stretch run. Bye week came at a good time.
It did.
Now, what do they do with the deadline next week? Because remember, the trade deadline's next Tuesday. So, what are you thinking about that? Well, do you have any other thoughts on this game?
No, I mean, offense had another great week. Defense, I don't think they played a bad game this year, the defense. Even in the loss to the Giants, they got that ball back for the offense countless times, and they couldn't move it.
You were without your well, hold on. You were without your best defensive player in the game, and you were down your second best defensive player for 3/4 of the game.
And they still found ways to get them the ball back. So I can't put that on them. I mean, defense has been standout all year. It really has.
In case anybody wants to know, Tyrese Maxey has 19 points. VJ Edgecombe has 16.
Wow.
Sixers lead the Magic by 14. No Joel Embiid tonight, just in case anybody was wondering.
Really?
Well, they got a back-to-back tomorrow, so they chose to sit him out this game.
So they're doing what they said they were going to do last year, but he never played last year.
I'm not even mad, dude. We know this is going to be a part of this year. This is the reason that this year is actually exciting to me. I don't have expectations. I just want to know where the future is. And I'm seeing where the future is right now. It's in this backcourt.
Yeah.
Because laugh at this all you want. Not only is Edgecombe only 20, Maxey's still only 24 years old.
Yeah. Feels like he's been around
18
forever.
for it. Made that 18 points for VJ Edgecombe.
Man.
And the Magic are gonna fight. They even still may win this game. The Magic are a good team, but the future's bright in Philly for this team. Until I see Kelly Oubre play iso ball, never mind. But anyway, Tyler, do you have any other thoughts on this game before we start moving on?
No.
Any trade deadline thoughts?
Just clicked. Trade deadline, I don't know what to expect anymore. I don't think they move AJ. Honestly, I don't think they even make a move at edge rusher because apparently the Bengals are shutting down everybody for Hendrickson. They're serious about that. So Howie's not going to get his value deal. You know, he likes his value deals like he's going to McDonald's.
Roger McCreary would have been somebody I thought they would have looked at for Tennessee, but he was just traded to the Rams today. So there goes that dream.
The Rams, why did they need him?
The Rams secondary. Tyler, did you see their corners?
Yeah, true.
But here's where I'm at with this, right? This is where I'm thinking. Well, first of all, let me get to some of Dustin's comments here real quick. Oh, what's up, Bruiser? Bruiser's here. He's not happy with the top 25. We'll get into that later.
Whoa.
Dustin said, I really like the looks of this Bulls team going back. Oh, 16-6 in their last 22. Third best record in the league. Same span as, it'd be nice for the Bulls to be good again. Basketball is always fun when the Bulls are good.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin, we have had the salary cap to make a big move all offseason, and he's not doing it. I don't see this. And the Raiders already said they're not trading Crosby.
Yeah, Raiders are another team. They're not doing it.
So, Tyler,
Bradley Chubb's still an option. There's no reason for Miami to hang on to him. I'm sure Howie could probably get a nice value deal for Bradley Chubb. Who has 4 sacks on the year. It's the same amount that Mauro Jumbo has. So, bringing that onto that defensive front with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, with Nolan Smith returning, that could turn some heads.
There. You see, ever since 2017, I always try to think. I feel like every time Howie tries to go get a need, it kind of doesn't work. Like he went out and we needed a wide receiver in 2018, got Golden Tate, didn't work. Needed a pass rusher, got Robert Quinn, that didn't work. Needed help at safety, got Kevin Byard. I thought Byard was okay. It was just he was coached by 2 of the worst defensive coordinators I've ever seen.
Yeah, he came into the worst defensive scheme possible.
He's tied for the league in interceptions this year, too, now.
Of course he is.
He's playing good over there in Chicago. I always feel like Howie Roseman's best deadlines is he goes and gets something that you're like, why did we need that, right? Let's look at the Super Bowl in 2017. Down goes Jason Peters. They go trade for a tackle. Down goes Jordan Hicks. They go get a linebacker. What does he do? He trades for Jay Ajayi when we had LeGarrette Blount and Corey Clement. The entire city was like, why do we need another running back? Well, it turns out we did need another running back.
So we're trading for a running back?
No. Vic Fangio. I understand having a Trey Hendrickson or a Max Crosby is awesome. I still think they're trading for a defensive tackle.
Who are you looking at?
Jordan Davis has had a very good year. I think he's definitely improved year by year. They need a little more consistency from their interior pressure next to Jalen Carter and Mauro Ujoma. Ty Robinson is clearly not in their plans for this year, at least. I could definitely see them adding a defensive tackle. Which means now he's going to shut me up and go trade for Denzel Ward.
Plot twist.
I'm all for that too. You better complete. Who are you completing a pass on? If the Eagles went out and traded for Denzel Ward, who are you completing a pass on? Quinyon? Cooper? But by the way, Cooper I'm starting to have a struggle to figure out who's the better player between him and Quinyon. These 2 are just so damn good.
They are. They really are. It's tough.
Cooper's just so sound in everything he does. Like, everything that Cooper DeJean does, he's just so sound at. Like, it's unreal, dude. Bruiser's got a Notre Dame and Oklahoma problem tonight, so we're going to get into that in a little bit. Yeah, Dustin, Harrison Phillips would be a name. I mean, I know there were some Eagle fans like, oh, they're going to get Jeffrey Simmons. The Titans ain't trading Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, even though they should.
The idea of Jeffrey Simmons and Jalen Carter playing next to each other would scare the life out of anybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, it's a good thing the Titans are in the AFC.
Eagles and Titans do have some famous trades in the past.
Yes, they do.
But
the Eagles trade A.J. Brown for Jeffrey Simmons. No, they would never do that, dude.
AJ actually may retire. Dustin, I don't disagree with that.
I've been trying to say that too. Ever since Miami didn't work out for me, so the Indiana was the next option for me.
I don't know, man. I may be on the Bama train.
Bama's wins against ranked opponents should have them higher than they are.
I guess you just got to sit back and ask yourself. It's like Ohio State versus Indiana. Who would win head to head? You're going to find that out with A&M and Bama because the top four are literally going to be the conference championship games. That's literally going to be it. Nobody else is going to take over those spots unless Georgia, maybe.
I can see it.
But all right. Anything else? Let's move into some other NFL stuff. Then we'll hop into college football fully because that's going to be. Tyler, the Colts just keep on winning.
They do. I said it last week. The best team in football.
The floor is yours.
I mean, just dominant performance after dominant performance. I don't want to hear one person in the chat say, oh, they beat the Titans. I don't want to hear it. Because they beat the Chargers last week, too. They've been playing such sound football behind not only Jonathan Taylor having an MVP season. Honestly, you also kind of got Daniel Jones in that conversation of, is he the MVP of that team? I mean, he's third in the league in passing yards with 2,062. He's at 13 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he's second in the league in QBR at 79.3. He's making a pretty damn good case for himself. And he's doing it with not having, a Jamar Chase, not having a Justin Jefferson, but he's got something even better. He's got reliable receivers that can run their routes, get open, and catch the football when you throw it their way. And you can't ask for anything better than that.
All three of those. I literally said this last year during the draft when they got Warren. I said 3 wide receivers last year had 800 yards. You pair that with a generational talent at tight end and a healthy Jonathan Taylor, all you have to do is get the most important position right, and that's quarterback. Shane Steichen has gone from being on the hot seat to being probably coach of the year.
Yeah. I'd say so. It's a safe bet right now.
And by the way, I'm going to put this on the record. This is just proven that Anthony Richardson is as big of a bust than Jamarcus Russell.
Oh.
This guy single-handedly could have lost Shane Steichen his job. That's how bad he is. We said just get him a capable quarterback. We didn't know what Daniel Jones was going to do this year. We haven't seen anything from Daniel Jones yet in his career. He is playing tremendous football.
We laughed the Colts out the building in the offseason for having the quarterback battle from hell of Anthony Richardson versus Daniel Jones.
But we also did say late into the summer that we said we would not be surprised if Daniel Jones was the starter.
Yeah, because he did one thing that Richardson never did. At least have some success in the NFL.
I mean, Daniel Jones did get the Giants to the playoffs once.
Yeah. He at least played well enough to get himself a big contract. A lot of that was thanks to Saquon, but we won't get into that. Daniel Jones having a good year.
Yeah, Dustin, I've heard that too. I know I know what Penn State's going through right now. It's just going to be rough. It is what it is. But yeah, but I mean, right now, Jonathan Taylor's probably at minimum the offensive player of the year.
Oh yeah.
He won't get the MVP because he's a running back, but he should.
Yeah. We'll have that conversation again.
Well, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have to have the conversation about Daniel Jones if he wins comeback player of the year because it kind of falls into the same category as what I've always said about Geno Smith.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
what is he coming back from? Not
exactly
being good on other teams in his career. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? When you're drafted by the New York Giants, you can come back from that.
Well, when you're drafted by any New York team, it's a comeback.
Geno still stinks. He's actually worse now. But anyway.
I get it. He's worse now, Sam, but he had a good run in Seattle.
No bruiser, they're not. That's why they let every capable offensive player they have walk in free agency.
Yep.
Malik Neighbors is going to be a great Denver Bronco in 4 years.
Oh, my gosh. Where's Seattle going? The Chargers.
No. They have Hampton. What are you talking about?
Well, Hampton's on the IR right now. Got to see how long that lasts throughout his career.
Maybe he'll keep the running back trend and pull a Saquon and head over to the PHI.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the second half of that. He is on pace to have a season that could be better than Barkley's last year.
Yeah, he's on pace for it.
This is not something that surprises. Jonathan Taylor's a top 3 running back in football when he's healthy.
Yeah, exactly. You said it, when he's healthy. I literally said when I drafted him in fantasy this year, I was like, if he's healthy, I have one of the best running backs from fantasy football.
Yes. And he's easily one of the best running backs in football regardless.
Oh, yeah.
When he is healthy, that is who he is. He is one of the best running backs. Tyler, when they're all healthy, who are your top 3 running backs in football when they're all healthy?
When they're all healthy, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor. I want to put Derrick Henry in there, but I feel like Henry, because Henry hasn't really been hurt this year. He just hasn't been good.
I'm not even saying that. He's a great runner, but I'm putting McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah, McCaffrey when he's healthy, man. Oh,
you cannot shy away from the dual threat that Christian McCaffrey is.
If they put dual threat in the dictionary, better just say Christian McCaffrey.
There'll be an award one day.
The Christian McCaffrey award.
For the most durable weapon. All right. All right, so Dustin said Barkley, Taylor, Bijan. Okay.
But when healthy, though? Well, hold on, Dustin, because I'm
that's tough, man.
Because I was just going to call out Bijan's poor performance yesterday, but CMC also had a poor performance. So, yeah, they both had their backseat weeks. They did not.
To be fair, CMC is the only healthy weapon, and Bijan had to play without Drake London, had to play with Kirk Cousins.
That is true. He did have to play with Kirk.
All right, so damn, I don't know. I'm sticking with CMC, but Bijan's right there. And Jahmyr Gibbs is right there, too.
Jahmyr Gibbs don't get hurt. Fingers crossed.
No. Oh, no, I'm just saying, still one of the best running backs in football. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought we were on the when healthy.
Oh, my God. Another guy we haven't talked about this year at all yet. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into that next. That's going to be a topic for next week. Yeah, and I mean, the Seahawks, they're on their bye week this week, but they cleared out that wide receiver room because of how much confidence they had at JSN. And oh, my God, has he delivered.
Yeah.
Leads the freaking league in receiving yards. And before this week, nobody else had over 7. Now, Chase clearly got through that, but still. So, another one that I want to talk about. Patriots. 6-2. Drake May. 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2,026 yards. Listen to this. He's got a 118.7 passer rating. He's completing 75.2% of his throws. Is that not some?
He may be one that's in the conversation for MVP.
Agreed.
I mean, he's 4th in the league in passing yards, 4th in the league in QBR, tied for 5th in touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. And he's doing this with his best wide receiver being either, if you want to say, Booty or Diggs.
I thought you were going somewhere completely different with that. Dustin said it's amazing what happens when you have a competent head coach and Vrabel running the show. Drake May is showing why he should have been the top pick over Captain Nail Polish. Yeah, I hate to say this now, but Caleb Williams is falling into the territory of being the 3rd best quarterback in his draft.
I think he's already there.
If Penix turns out, he may be 4th.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, dude, I'm still not in on that Caleb Williams is going to be Ben Johnson's quarterback.
Nope, I don't see it.
How do you go in there and you lose to Snoop Hundley? How do you go in there and lose to Snoop Huntley? I just don't see it with Caleb Williams. I'm done. I'm done with the conversation. Oh my God, he may be 5th.
Ooh.
We're approaching number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with Caleb Williams at this point. Every other one of these quarterbacks has shown drastic improvement. Now, Jaden's been hurt. They can't get on Jaden Daniels for that. He's been hurt.
Yeah.
Penix has shown some things when he's been out there this year. Bo Nix has looked. Have you seen the Broncos' last 5 quarters of football? They're on a roll right now.
Touchdown.
They essentially. But and Drake May looks amazing in New England. So yeah, I don't think Caleb's bad enough to be labeled a bust, but he's definitely not the best. He's nowhere near the best quarterback in that draft. Nowhere near it.
Is he the Mitch Trubisky?
Okay, hold on now. Whoa. You went way too far.
Someone had to.
And Dustin was also pointing out that Dustin, Tyler and I knew Jaden Daniels was better than Caleb Williams just from watching their college tape.
Oh yeah.
It's very rare to see a rookie take a team to the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Tyler? After the season's over, we may have to revisit that draft class and have a conversation.
Oh, we can, because
that's
now
great
we'll also
content.
Get to see some more JJ McCarthy. So we'll see what he's got if he can top Caleb Williams on that list.
God, if he does, then it's all over. It's all over, Caleb. I'm sorry. It's all over. Speaking, Tyler, back to the Broncos. They're 6-2. Coming off another good win. Bo Nix, 4 more passing touchdowns.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Broncos so far?
Broncos are playing really good football. I mean, I knew coming into this year they were going to be a playoff team. I mean, from what they put together last year, you saw the growth in Bo Nix. And this year, defense is playing good. Offense is playing good. They're putting it together. I mean, they had those two losses early on, a close loss in both games to the Colts and Chargers, respectable teams in the AFC, but now they're on a 5-game win streak. So they're also getting hot at the right time. And where do they stand in their division?
They're in first.
They are in first. Man, it's just always crazy. Not used to seeing 3 losses in that loss column for the Chiefs this early in the year.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens tonight against Washington, of course.
Yeah.
That game is on their way, and it is currently 0-0. Commanders have the ball at their own 11. So Marcus Mariota back on the playoff field that he won a playoff game in, actually, I believe, when he tapped his own touchdown pass to himself. Well, got deflected back to him, but still. Titans fans, look away. But no, the Broncos, I mean, their last 5 quarters of football, I mean, we knew the defense was going to be good. And the one thing, we keep going back to it. Everybody laughed at Sean Payton that night when they took Bo Nix. And you and I said, we were kind of shocked at first, but we were like, if a guy likes a quarterback, if he thinks he can fit in his system.
Yeah. Because he wasn't going to fall any further than that.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to get him where they were picking.
Yeah. And they really haven't, they have a solid bunch of weapons. The one thing that I love what Peyton's done, he's gone back to that New Orleans Saints philosophy, strong run game. J.K. Dobbins are over 100 yards yesterday. Wait, has he hit? Oh, wait.
And they got the rookie Harvey involved, too.
I've been telling you about him since the draft. I told you guys, R.J. Harvey could be a home run hitting, quick running back. He can be a weapon out of that backfield, and he has been.
He has.
I'm just curious. Have they played 8 games? Because if that's the case, then you better shut J.K. Dobbins down.
Oh, man.
Oh, crap.
They might need to shut him down because I think he's 3rd in rushing yards.
He had 15 for 111 yesterday. Harvey had 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. J.K. Dobbins is 3rd in rushing yards. They might want to put him on
That's unbelievable.
On the reserve list for a little bit.
And Dallas, not the same team. They're not the same team away from home. We knew that.
Not at all.
So.
Not the same team when that sun's not shining through the windows.
That is still a joke. I'll tell you right now, I'm watching this game. The Sixers this team is scrappy. They're scrapping right now with the Magic. They're blocking shots. They're hustling. I love what I'm seeing out of this team right now.
Yeah.
Edgecombe to the rim. Adeem Boner.
Yeah, there weren't really many other close games yesterday. A lot of them were double-digit wins, blowout wins.
The only game
that shocked me a lot was Tampa, because Baker did not play well, but they still got a 23-3 win.
Well, yeah, they played Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shaw. I still don't know how to pronounce his last name. Did you see the fumble call in that game with Shaheed?
No.
Oh, go look it up after the show. It's atrocious. But no, yeah, you're right. It was definitely blowout central in the NFL this week. The only game that was close, ironically, was the Jets. But shout out to Aaron Glenn getting his first win.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did it against the Bengals defense, which showed their true colors, unfortunately.
We've known that since day one.
Yeah, because come on, you can't tell me that your team puts up, what was it, 38 and you lost? You don't put up 38 points and lose. So come on now.
No.
And Flacco, I mean, I don't know what more he could have done.
Breece Hall
played another solid, very solid game.
Breece Hall went absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Including throwing the game-winning touchdown to Mason Taylor. I've got one other team I just want to sprinkle in on real quick, and then if we want, we can move on to some college football.
Go ahead.
Packers look good, dude. The Packers are. Jordan Love is playing.
So they'll be a playoff contender. They will.
They are a top of the NFC contender in my eyes. They're a good football team. Jordan Love is playing some outstanding football right now.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday's game, 29 for 37, 360, 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Usually he's good for at least 1 or 2 interceptions a game when he has these high passing yard games.
He's got 2 on the year.
Yeah, that's important. You had your gripes with Jalen Hurts about it a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And it does make a difference when you clean up those interceptions. You're not taking away opportunities from your team. It helps.
Anthony, Pittsburgh needs their defense to not be all a bunch of 30-year-olds.
Yeah. Man, what were they thinking trading for Ramsey? Oh, my God.
Oh, and by the way, I want to shout out Vic Fangio for getting the last great football out of Darius Slay.
Speaking
of the Steelers, shall we keep track of the bet?
Yes, let's do it.
Currently, Pat Freiermuth has 200 receiving yards on the season.
Yeah, he got that big inflation catch last week.
Oh, quiet. Jonnu Smith has 134. Be quiet.
All right. You know that's fine. That's fine.
Still neck and neck.
There's a lot of time. I'm glad that there's at least a little bit of separation. You know, we were going like 5-yard differences for most of the season.
Yeah, and then Freiermuth remembered that he's a football player and actually went off.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bengals.
Hey, Jonnu Smith is still good for like a big 50-yard play, so it might happen a little later on in the year, but we'll see what happens. What's up, Dennis?
Our other elder statesman has entered the chat. He knows I love him.
Oh, man.
Anywho, shall we jump into some college football?
Let's do it. Got a lot to talk about with that.
Oh, well, we're not starting off with that AP Top 25. We're starting off with the breaking news that came down late last night. LSU officially parting ways with Brian Kelly. LSU is 5-3, but they've lost 3 out of their last 4 games, and all 3 of them have been to ranked opponents. And in that Texas A&M game, I can tell you right now, no effort whatsoever from LSU.
Nope.
So, Tyler, what are your initial thoughts on the firing of Brian Kelly?
Brian Kelly. It's a move that needed to be made, kind of like when the Eagles parted ways with Andy Reid. They weren't terrible. They were still winning games. But you weren't having anything else happen. Nothing big would happen. You couldn't win the big games. You couldn't get past a certain point. So there needed to be a change for both sides. It was time to move on. Hopefully Brian Kelly He'll get a chance in another big program. He'll be at another big program.
Why?
Sam, I didn't say Penn State, okay?
No,
calm down.
It's not
calm down.
What body of work does he have to show you he can do it? He blew it at LSU. He blew it at Notre Dame. What do you need, a third time for this crap?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there will be a school.
Oh, my God. It better not.
And it might just be Penn State.
I'd rather have Matt Rule.
But you know it's not going to be the end of Brian Kelly.
Hey.
In a big conference.
Maybe he'll go to Texas when Sarkisian takes an NFL job.
Oh. Well, yeah, Sarkisian needs to take an NFL job because he's not winning nothing big in college.
He'll ruin Arch like he ruined Nussmeier. But hold on. Let's just look at this real quick, okay? Brian Kelly was 34-14 in 4 years at LSU. The previous 3 LSU coaches, Nick Saban, Les Miles, and of course Big Ed, all won SEC and national titles by their 4th year. LSU never made the playoff or won the SEC under Brian Kelly. But I'm told that he should get a third chance with another big program. All the resources that LSU put into their team this year with the transfer portal, the NIL, and they come out, and the biggest win they have on the year is Clemson. You lose to Ole Miss by 1 possession. You lose to freaking Vanderbilt by 1 possession. Now, granted, both of those are on the road. I get it. But you come out, and I understand A&M's a good team. All right, let's rephrase that. A&M is a really good team. But you come out and you look like that at home?
Yeah.
You can't do that. You cannot come out like that. If they would have lost to A&M maybe in a close game, they may have hung on to them. But the fact that, again, it's LSU, man. Because now, look, I know Bruiser and I talked about this a little bit on Dueling Aces last week about like which job was bigger, Penn State or even Florida. Well, now we know what the top job available is. It's LSU.
Yeah. LSU is definitely going to take precedence.
Oh God, yeah. I'm not even ignorant enough to say that Penn State's bigger than LSU. That's just you're just making a joke of yourself.
Yeah,
you're just making a complete joke of yourself when you say that. But I've heard Lane Kiffin's name come up already in this conversation, and they have the money to do it.
That would be interesting, because I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull him away.
I know, man, but it's LSU. Why would you not?
Yeah, I mean that's like almost a rivalry right there.
It's SEC, baby.
They're not that far away. Same conference, both prominent schools. I think part of Kiffin wants to win a big one with Ole Miss.
Yeah, but when we saw Cignetti get that extension, we heard Ole Miss was going to prepare an extension for Lane. It still hasn't come out yet, so Kiffin could be. I mean, Kiffin's coming off a pretty big win too this weekend, beating Oklahoma on the road. That's tough to do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh man, could you imagine? We see next year Brian Kelly, coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and James Franklin, head coach of the LSU Tigers.
I'll become a Vanderbilt fan. I don't care.
Oh man, with their 28-year-old quarterback.
Diego Pavia's got to be at least 30. I will not buy he's 24. Dude was 24 3 years ago. But no, I still know the direction that Penn State. Apparently today, a new report came out that another name has surfaced in their coaching search. And it was a name that I brought up a few weeks ago. It is Brian Hartline.
Which school is he again?
He is the offensive coordinator with Ohio State.
Okay.
Took over for Chip Kelly. He was the wide receiver coach before that. So, okay with Hartline. A little inexperience, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's easy to say that the biggest available job is LSU. I mean, anybody who was lining up for the Penn State job immediately shifted saying, you know what? Hold that thought.
Yep.
Because it doesn't get much bigger than LSU football. Even I know Bruiser's comment was meant to be kind of joking, but where do you see? Now hold on. Is College Game Day going to put Brian Kelly on their set next week and make a mockery of them like they did to me in my school?
Oh man. I don't know. Guess we're gonna have to see.
We're gonna keep that same energy.
Stay tuned.
I still think the best landing spot for James Franklin is Virginia Tech. That's a program that needs somebody that knows how to, like, they need their program saved. Which, by the way, their Enter Sandman entrance, even having a down year, one of the greatest college football entrances you'll ever see.
Oh, yeah.
I think Virginia Tech is a very good landing spot for Franklin. He recruits well down there, and he's got ties down there. His old defensive coordinator just got fired from there, so there's ties to him down there. But I personally think that it's a program that needs a lifeline again. And I mean, we know what James can do with that. He did it with Vanderbilt. He did it with Penn State. I would love to see him go to a school like that. Bruiser said, hold on. Stetson Bennett still holds the record for oldest NCAA quarterback. He's currently receiving retirement benefits.
Are we sure Sean Clifford didn't hold that record?
Hey.
Or did he hold it and then Stetson Bennett took the record from him?
They were both there at the same time. Bennett was just born earlier. Honestly, Anthony, I think Lane would be fine at both. I don't think Lane wants to come. I don't think Lane's a very realistic option for Penn State. Someone brought him up very early in but that was right around when people were talking about Cignetti. But I think Lane would much rather go to LSU. I think it makes a lot.
Southern team, stay in the South.
Yeah, stay in the SEC. So Washington's thrown 2 interceptions tonight, Anthony just said.
No, I think they've gotten interception number 2, not thrown.
What?
Unless I saw they got 1 interception. I think that's what he meant. Let me check the game
got to be freaking joking.
I know Lattimore had a nice
he's got
nice undercut at it.
Pat Mahomes.
He does have 2 picks.
Pat Mahomes, you disgust me.
Oh, man. And, of course, Mariota has an interception, you know. It's just the way it is.
I'm going to lose my fantasy matchup because Patrick Mahomes throws 2 interceptions.
Oh, my. Well, thankfully, Baker Mayfield didn't screw me over because I wanted to start Justin Herbert. And then Baker decided to put up a good old 4 points. Less than Hawkinson. Didn't think that was possible.
Fair point. All right, let's pop into this.
The head coaching shakeups will be real interesting to keep an eye on, but this top 25 this week is even more interesting.
Well, here we go. There it is.
My immediate reaction.
Why are there 2 number 10s?
At least 3 other. No, at least. Wait, whoa. Whoa.
No,
wait.
The AP screwed their graphic up.
Sam, they have it listed like that on ESPN too.
Yes, because it's the official AP. They screwed their graphic.
Oh, so even though they messed it up, everyone still has to go off of that. That's like canon. So
just for anybody that doesn't know simple or basic math, Miami's number 10, BYU's number 11. We're not doing this anyway.
I mean, BYU is 8-0.
BYU is now. Remember, the first playoff poll
And
comes.
Miami's 6-1, so
That's outlandish.
Huh? But why is Notre Dame still 12? That pisses me off.
Bruiser's irate about that.
It's ridiculous. Like, I see at least, I don't know, 4 other teams that I'd put there. I would put Tennessee ahead of them. I would put Texas Tech ahead of them. Let's see, who else? I would put Oklahoma still ahead of them.
Oklahoma just lost to Ole Miss, Tyler.
Yeah, number 8 Ole Miss. Who the hell has Notre Dame beat, Sam?
Purdue.
They lost to 2 ranked teams also.
They beat Purdue. They beat USC. Come on.
Sam.
I'm kidding.
You're lucky I can't boot you out the studio tonight.
You're lucky. Anthony?
I would even go as far as putting Texas over Notre Dame at 12. They need to stop with the bull crap. The only independent school, we got to have them in the top 12. Get the hell out of here. Play good enough against the crappy teams that you play, and beat the few good ones as well, because that's where their losses came from. They played good teams, but still, get them out of the top 12.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm sick and tired of the Notre Dame thing. They haven't beaten anybody.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Did USC go from unranked and then they lost to Notre Dame and became ranked?
No.
Am I reading this correctly?
They were ranked. I thought they were ranked going into the Notre Dame game.
Hold on. I think I could pull up last week's rankings. I can. Give me a second. Sam, USC was not on the rankings last week. And they just lost. And they're 23rd. I don't even know what to make of the AP rankings anymore. It's a joke. They got put back into the rankings because they lost by, let's see, how many points was it? They lost by 10 points to number 13, Notre Dame. And that got them back in the rankings.
Yeah.
I don't get it anymore. I can't make sense of it. What kind of sense does that make?
AP doesn't make any sense anymore.
Nope.
I also do kind of understand where Bruiser's frustration is with Texas. Texas literally has been bounced around so much over them losing, and then other teams aren't getting the same treatment.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Like, I'm sorry. I mean, Oklahoma's still at 18. I think they should be back a little further.
Yeah, they should.
In terms of, let's just focus on that top 12, though. Anything from 13 back essentially is irrelevant. So,
even though they should be higher than Notre Dame.
Now, the first playoff poll comes out next week. So that's going to be, but I think it comes out freaking Tuesday, which is.
Of course it does.
Hold on. Let me see real quick. When does the. Let me see. Yep. The first college football playoff poll comes out Tuesday, November the 4th. So we won't. That's going to be that's going to be a key thing to look out for next week is how's that playoff poll looking?
Yeah. So here's what Texas's problem is. following their loss to Florida, they had a statement win against Oklahoma. They followed that up with only beating Kentucky by 3 points and only scoring 16 points. And then they follow that up by playing Mississippi State and only winning by a touchdown.
Yeah, but they came back down big in that game.
They did. I saw they were down big.
That was crazy.
But why were they down big in the first place?
Fair
that
point.
Also plays into it. Now the next 2 weeks, this is where they have their claim to fame. This can get them back in the top 12. Beat number 9 Vandy, beat number 5 Georgia. You're easily within the top 10. Not the top 12, the top 10.
Yeah. So, do we have any complaints about the top? I'll say the top 10, not counting Notre Dame and BYU.
Okay, the top 10. Well, the fact that there's 2 10 teams, I think BYU should be at 10. Miami should be at 11.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, I feel like Bama's wins over ranked opponents still should have them at the 3 spot, but I get it. A&M's undefeated right now? Yeah, they're 8-0. Bama's 7-1. So
okay,
that's the only reason why.
I also personally think that Georgia Tech is not better than Vanderbilt. I know they're undefeated, but I think Vanderbilt's better.
Let's see. Georgia Tech has 1 ranked win. Let's check Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt has at least 2. They beat
Ooh. At least? They have 3.
Yeah.
And their only loss was to 10th ranked Alabama.
What?
So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Vandy should be higher.
Yeah, and that's when Alabama went on that tyrant when they won 4 straight games against ranked opponents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should be higher.
Wait, who were their 3 ranked wins? I know they just beat Missouri this past week.
South Carolina, when they were ranked early in week 3. They were ranked 11th. They beat LSU when they were ranked 10th.
I knew that one.
And they beat Missouri, ranked 15th.
Yeah. Yeah, and I still personally, again, I still think Alabama's a better team than A&M.
Oh, yeah. I do, too.
I don't think Georgia is better than either of them, but that's just my opinion. Here's a good one. You know, we're before we get to the playoff polls next week, who's your Heisman winner?
Great question.
Who's your favorite?
I have no idea. My favorite, honestly, I want to say the kid from Indiana.
You're going Mendoza?
Yeah. But the hard part is they've all played extremely well. It's not much separation between them.
I'm going.
Let's see. Let me check. How is the Heisman odds looking?
Anthony said the Dodgers just homered. They're up 2-0 on the Jays. Oh boy. Ohtani and him have homered. Oh boy.
So we have currently Mendoza's the favorite. Well, he's tied with Ty Simpson for favorite.
That's my favorite. That's my pick.
Yeah. Julian Sain follows that up. And then Marcel Reed lands in 4th. I think it's a race between Mendoza and Simpson at this point.
Yeah.
Sain's played really good, but he's got so much talent around him, too.
He's got 2 NFL wide receivers.
Yeah.
He's got 2 NFL wide receivers and a defense that only allows like 5 points a game.
Yep.
Any issue with the top 6 or 7?
No, because I'm sure there's arguments that can be made. Oregon to be 5, or Ole Miss to be 6, but honestly, it's fine where they are.
Yeah. Like I said, my only personal opinion is I would have BYU over Miami, and I would have Vanderbilt over Georgia Tech.
Yep, and I would have Notre Dame out of 12.
Who would you have there? Texas Tech?
Yeah, Texas Tech or even Tennessee.
Did you see that?
If Tennessee's had better wins, because you got to think, Tennessee and Notre Dame are both 2-loss teams. Tennessee actually has 6 wins, though.
They lost Will Hammond for the year. Texas Tech.
Oh, really?
Their backup quarterback towards ACL this past weekend, so he's been big for them when he's had to start and come in relief, so that's a big loss. And Missouri, too, they lost Bo Perbula probably.
I saw that.
Possibly could come back late, but what's the point if I'm him?
Yeah. So actually, Tennessee, their 2 losses are also to ranked opponents, so they're kind of in the same boat as Notre Dame. So yeah, give me Texas Tech at 12.
I wouldn't even be upset if they put Tennessee in there, dude. Tennessee, I think Tennessee's better. If Tennessee and Notre Dame played right now, Tennessee's beating them.
Yeah, probably.
So I'll take Tech. I would put Texas Tech there. I want to see that defense in the playoff. That defense is sick. Their defense is ridiculous. So I am 100%. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting Texas Tech. That everything else I'm okay with, except like I said, I'm okay with the top 12 minus Notre Dame, but like I said, I would have BYU over Miami. I would have Vanderbilt over Georgia Tech. I think Vanderbilt's top 8 team in the country without a doubt.
Give me Bam over A&M.
Yes. Well, you will. That SEC championship game's coming up, so.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's going to be interesting. The top 4 teams are going to face each other for their conference championships, most likely.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it's shaping out.
Pretty much. But any other topics we have on deck for tonight, Mr. Adams?
I think that about wraps it up.
Well, all right, y'all. We hope everyone enjoyed tonight's episode. Definitely a fun one. Tons of Eagles talk, ton of NFL talk, college football, of course. Anthony has one last comment saying head-to-head, Indiana over Ohio State. Oof. Dead.
I'll take that.
I'll take that bet. Actually, we'll be careful. The NBA may come down, cracking down. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Fun show as always. Comments were booming tonight. You guys are the best fan base in the world here. We appreciate every single one of you that throw your comments in on these shows. Absolutely fun. Always having a good time talking with you. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Anthony. Hey, well, Anthony, you know what? In 2 weeks, we'll both have something in common. Neither of us could beat Indiana. But anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Have a good week, everybody. For Tyler Adams, I'm Sam Nelson. Good night, all.